Hi friends, it's your art teacher, Miss Barnett, and in this week's lesson called Natural Habitats, we are going to be creating a crayon resist of an animal living in its natural habitat. So today what you'll need for this project is a pencil, an eraser, a large piece of thick paper, some crayons, watercolors, and a watercolor water tray. Once you've gathered those materials, we'll get started. The first thing I want you to think about is answering the following questions. Are you ready? Here we go. What type of animal or bird will you draw? Are you going to draw just that animal or a variety of creatures that live in that type of habitat? What will be the center of interest in your artwork? How will you draw the attention of the viewer? Now remember, to create a center of interest, you should draw that object big to create emphasis. You should also think about contrast. So maybe, like today I'm going to be drawing a tiger, and tigers are warm colors. They're usually oranges and yellows and sometimes a little bit of red-orange. And they live in a cool colored habitat. They live in the jungles of India. So there'll be a lot of green, luscious leaves in my picture. I'm gonna kind of put him in the center, but not quite in the center. So think about how you're gonna create emphasis and contrast to create a center of interest in your picture. You also need to think about what mood will you show. Is it going to be an exciting painting or a calm painting? How will you use the colors to create those moods? So once you've thought about that, we will get our materials together after you've answered my questions and we'll get started. I'm gonna go ahead and get started now, so let's go. All right, friends, I've got my paper. You might wanna look through some of my animal drawing books. I'm gonna be drawing a tiger, so I found a tiger in one of those books. You could either go online and look up a reference on Google or use a book in the classroom. It's very hard to draw an animal just from memory, so let's use a resource. I'm gonna go ahead and sketch my animal and you can watch. All right, friends, so I have finished my background. Now I'm gonna go in with my crayons. I'm gonna press pretty hard with my crayons and color some places, but not all places, because I need some empty space to paint. Here we go. All right, friends, so I've used my crayons. I pressed hard and I even added some texture into the patterns of the stripes and into the tree bark. Make sure you add any details that you want to be included in your painting. Now I filled up my watercolor dish with 2 sets of clean water. Remember, one will be for getting clean fresh water and one will be for rinsing. When you apply watercolor, we want to make sure that we put it on in thin layers. If you want it darker, we'll wait, let it dry, and come back and add another layer. Do not put it on thick. No grueso. Make sure it's done nice and thin. I'm going to get started now and you can watch me paint. Here we go. All right, friends, so I've finished painting all of my objects, but to me it still doesn't quite seem done. So I'm just gonna go in with some watercolor in the background, add some more greens, maybe some darker areas. Maybe I'll make my picture look like it's at night, make a little bit more contrast, and finish it out. Let's continue. All right, kiddos, here's my completed natural habitats project. I drew a tiger, not a dragon, silly me, in a jungle, which is a tiger's natural habitat. I created contrast by using warm colors on the inside of the tiger and cool colors on the outside. I also made a center of interest by drawing him super duper big and making him fill up my paper. He even runs off the sides in a couple, which makes your composition even better. I hope you have lots of fun making today's project. I'll see you soon. Bye.